Good afternoon folks, Gary here, and today we're eventually getting around to checking out Bless Online. Bear in mind I am running the English patch for this, so any of the names, any of the terms I'm using are completely balked. The first thing we've got is the character creation. Now we've got two different alliances on this. We've got the Herion, Haron, and the Union. I'm going to go for the Dragon. So we've got four races to pick from. The humans, the Aqua Elves, I'm not quite sure if that's what they'll be called in the official translation. The Panthera, which is a pretty cool name, are essentially a race of cat people. And finally, because this is a Korean MMO of course, the Midget race. Going to be playing a human. Nice and boring, I know. Female of course, you know how we do it here. And I quite like the look of playing a Guardian. So we'll go next on that. Loads of hairstyles from the looks of things. So let's have a look at some of these. So there's an absolute ton of customization options on pretty much every individual part of your body here. It's not quite Black Desert, but it gets pretty damn close to its credit. So I've eventually decided on something I like the look of here. I think you'll agree. She's pretty damn tasty. And of course wearing high heels, because that just aids in combat these days. So it's worth noting there's two targeting methods within this game. There's the classic tab target, which I believe is this one. And then we have this free aiming mode, which is what I'm going to start with at least.
아직 여기 사정을 잘 모르는군. 아니타백. 하단한 놈들은 죄다 한 통 속에 잡는 족족 처단하는 게 답이야.
Well, that was a gruesome introduction. So it looks like we've got to return this necklace from the dead girl. Thank God for the patch, or I'd have no idea what they just said. Okay, combat feels nice and impactful. Why does it always have to be spiders? It's annoying how that first attack misses. Got this cool spell that when I hold shift, I'm essentially blocking, so I'm immune to any damage. This game does not hang about with the MMO stereotypes. Here we are. Cave, giant spider. He's kicking my absolute head in. Oh god. Alright, so we've got round 2 with this cave spider. Let's hope he crits me a million times again. Get down, Sonny Jim. So as you can see here, this is fake action combat. It's not attacking both targets at the same time, despite the fact I'm using a cleave. This game uses phasing in order to streamline the experience for the user. So as I'm walking into this cave, you can see that we get that swoosh, and I'm now in my own little instance. If you like phasing, that's a great thing. If you hate phasing like myself, that's not such a good thing. Hold on, he's the sick fucker who hung that girl. I hope this is a mistranslation, or my character has lived a very sordid past. His name just doesn't suit him. He's a giant cat man called Albert. This game runs so badly, it must be something I'm doing wrong. I mean, look at this. So to give you an idea of how poorly optimized this game is, I'm running a Titan X and a 4770K overclocked to 4.4 GHz, and I have to run my settings on 2s and 3s in order for me to be happy with how it runs. Time to wreck me some termites. It's so hard to select an individual target when they stack like this. I mean, why is it selecting that guy? This does not work. Pedro, I sorted out your termite problem, son. Darn puss nagging. Tell me about it, mate. So let's try and help this beggar. Soon I starve to death to die. Cheer up. There, mate. You don't need food. You don't need money. You just need to cheer up, mate. The questing is sending me round the houses here. I am running absolutely bloody miles. I'm not even going to bother with you. Of course, I'd love to focus on just one of you, but that's going to be a fucking impossibility. Holy shit. What? No. Oh, for fuck's sake. Did I move out of the instanced area? So we're going to go for classic targeting mode now and see if I find that any more enjoyable, because that just seems to switch my target all the time. That looks and feels amazing. Look at that. I didn't know you could tap it multiple times for extra damage. Oh. Albert, I thought you were a good guy. He's got a lot of health. Fuck you, Albert! Fuck you, man! Oh! He got cheeky! He tried to get the last word in! Oh! Oh, thank God, Albert's dead. Yes! Albert had the upgrades we were looking for, lads. Oh, awesome. Looks like we've found the main city. Within this starting area, at least. And it looks fantastic. Everyone's Albert! What do all the parents do when they're naming their children within this world? What should we call him? Albert? Yeah, Albert. Albert will do. Woohoo! I think we're going to go on a boat ride. Wow, he drops me in the water. Terrible customer service. I love the sense of scale within this town. It feels big, it feels lived in, and as a player, it really makes me want to explore it. These guys want some. Since switching to tab target mode, it's so much better. I would recommend it to anyone. Because let's face it, the action combat is only a fake action combat mode anyway. That is stunning. This game is stunning. So what surprised me is how seriously they've taken the story for a Korean MMO. Typically when you play a Korean MMO, you could write the story on the back of a fag paper. But they've really invested in it, and it shows. Sorry that my UI is taking up so much space within the screen. I can't actually see a way of reducing the scale of the interface, unfortunately. Okay, so I think what I've got to do here is get from A to B without being seen. Thankfully, my opponents have the vision circles of Stevie Wonder, which aids me greatly. So I love the fact I can just attack the drunks within the bar, as if that's socially acceptable just to go, sorry mate, you've had a few jars, thought I'd smash your head in. So we're now heading down the river from Spezia into Campania. So we've got no reason to come to this Colosseum, but I just thought it looked cool. And inside there's these wandering spirits. I'm not sure this is a very good idea. Can confirm this was a terrible idea. Okay, so I'm guessing that border is some kind of... Oh my god! See you later! So that border indicates obviously that he's some kind of elite mob that I don't want to be messing with. So this game is a real headache because it looks stunning. It's the kind of world that I would just absolutely love to explore. But simply put, the performance is terrible. It's a DirectX 9 client running in Unreal Engine 3. It's dated before it even gets here. One thing I haven't really mentioned is I haven't come across a single other player yet. Now I know a lot of what I'm doing at the moment is phased content, but that's concerning. So we're going to go for a little bit of a journey here and see what we can find. I love seamless games for this exact reason. It's that sense of immersion you just don't get when the experience is constantly broken up with loading screens. So I found this massive castle that looks awesome. Unfortunately, it's inhabited by these rather scary looking skeletons. So I'm going to try and stay away from them and give you a little bit of a sneak peek. This area is really good though. It's got an excellent atmosphere to it. Check this place out. How cool does that look? Oh my god. Oh wow, so this is a friendly village. I thought this was going to be some kind of dungeon. Okay, so I think we've found a really cool spot on our journeys for me just to kind of sum up my last 4 or 5 hours playing this game. I suppose the big question is, will I play Bless when it gets released over here? Yes, that depends on two things. One is optimization. They have got to optimize this game. Secondly, the cash shop. If they pull an arcade on this, it's dead before it's even started. If they get those two things sorted, I think this place has a market. Thanks ever so much for watching. I'll see you next week.